On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. We've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Volunteers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. That is not the way you want to start, with the kickoff going out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Direct snap. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan, because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Sellers through the noise. They get to him as he throws. Wide open downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. That can be a momentum builder to convert your first third down and also get your quarterback in a rhythm throwing the slant.
That's so nice. You always want to do that. You want to start the game in a good rhythm, get your quarterback comfortable. Slants are easy timing routes. Get a first down. Now maybe open it up even more.
Got a little grass. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's McAllister. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
But how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job on the defense, getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy in the run.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind, but that last one is 2nd and 14. stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. A lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a third down.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Now here's Sellers. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up fourth and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Running inside, it's Bishop. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, 2 great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
Man, this guy's like tackling a tree stump, man. He's just so thick, so compact, just continues to break tackle after tackle. You want to bring those arm tackles? They're not going to work. You better bring your whole body, and you better bring a friend.
Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Punt is on its way. He gets a block. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking for space. It's McAllister. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. We've played one before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. There he goes. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Here's the pressure. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
After getting stopped on that second down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
Instead of opting for the chip shot field goal attempt tying the game, they instead want to take the lead on 4th down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Here's Sellers to throw. Under fire. Hauls it in.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. And run inside. It's McAllister. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got him there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with him. Nice job getting the tackle for once.
They'll go with a direct snap. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Fourth down, Sellers. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Great team defense on that run call. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. Throwing, Sellers. A little release to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Sellers through the noise. Finds a man on the right. Snags it, and there's running room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Quickly out to the tight end. Crossing the 30, he's got a lane. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. The defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Sellers makes the grab. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's got it down the field. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to go right back downfield. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could...
Looking for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown ball!
A textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Sellers to throw. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Bringing it back. He's at the... And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tennessee.
It's crazy in college football. There's just so many defining moments in games that you can pinpoint, and that's one right there. The offense has the lead. You're trying to add to that here at the end of the first half. In a 2-minute situation, quarterback being way too aggressive. And that's a mistake, David, taking a pick 6 all the way to the house that could really end up costing.
And you talk about flipping a game really, really quickly. Look how bad it was looking. Now the defense gets right back in this football game, being ready for the 2-minute drill, making a play, going down and scoring, and taking all the momentum into halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Takes the handoff. It's Clark. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more snap coming before halftime. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with Boise State versus the Akron Zips. And it's the Broncos. with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year would put the rest of the sport on notice. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Moving out to the right. He'll pull it down. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. It's caught downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Volunteers are flying down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Looking for a big play. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
Running inside. It's Bishop. Makes it past the marker. Breaks into the open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on second down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Leaves it with the running back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Safe completion on the screen. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Pulls and fires complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Gamecocks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Direct snap. Looking for room at the 30. Here's a little room there. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They marched 72 yards, and that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's chased out of bounds, but man, does that return set them up with spectacular field position at the +46. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Using his legs, it's Bishop.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. On the move to his left. Finds his man. Tripped up for the tackle.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. That defensive front. Flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The throw. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Off the RPO, complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the 4th quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Takes the handoff. It's McAllister. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
How about this defense rising to the challenge? Focal point number 1, stopping the great running back. Check. How do we do it? Being physical at the line of scrimmage, getting off blocks, not missing a lot of tackles. They have checked all of those boxes and shut the...
Finding some room. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Gamecocks enter the final minute of play trying to run out the clock. Here's a give to Auguste. Picks up the first down. Running wide open down the gut of the field. To the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point was good. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
He fires one deep over the middle. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Man, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
A run to the right. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he won't make it to the marker. Stonewalled for the 2nd straight play. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. He's got him. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Sellers. Snags it over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go with a direct snap. And they get him on the ground, and that's going to do it. Ball game is over.